and one thing I get immediately when I blend Twilight with Venus is floral. It's giving spring, it's giving like English country garden, but very much like the air smells like an English country garden, but we've also got exotic spices.
Twilight Eau de Parfum.
I'll make the call on 3, baby, you know you can follow me. Tell me you already follow me, 'cause I'm a one of a kind, I'm on your mind, no sleep. Baby, you know you can follow me, take you to another galaxy.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. This is the first video since the release of the second fragrance to come out of Scentsing by Sherif, Twilight. Twilight is here by my side today. Yes guys, let's just spritz a little bit. Ooh! I'm so proud to have Twilight out finally. Yeah, it's been a trip. And yeah, it's only just begun. It's just been a complete joy to have released a second fragrance. Obviously Venus was the first one that came out last May, and Twilight followed at the start of 2025. It was released on 31st of January. It is the ultimate illumination fragrance. It's the perfect scent for igniting this inner glow from within. It's intimate, it's sensual, it's got gourmand and powdery facets, but it's also like a wonderful woody amber scent with a hint of spice, and it's just the perfect scent for all season long. But it was dubbed the scent of the season for autumn into winter. Today's video I want to talk about the fact that we are transitioning into a new season. Friday was the spring equinox, the first day of spring. We are transitioning into the spring, from the winter into the renewal of spring. We've also had National Fragrance Week, which was last week, which ran from I think the 17th up until the 22nd. Is that correct? 17th, 18th, 19th? 17th to the 22nd of March, I think. But yeah, basically this last week has been National Fragrance Week. Friday was International Fragrance Day, and Friday was also the beginning of the spring equinox. So perfect time to start thinking about a change of season. Spring equinox represents renewal, rebirth, regrowth, fresh beginnings, a new harmonious energy as we transition into the new season. And of course, I love to kind of think about what we're wearing scent wise. As you know, as I always talk about, the fact that scent is such a big part of our day-to-day lives. It enhances our mood. It has the power to kind of invigorate, uplift, energize. It has the power to trigger memories and nostalgia, and to trigger our imagination, to just enhance our mood, affect our mood, impact us, impact our well-being and our health. Scent is used widely therapeutically in things like aromatherapy. We light a candle, we burn incense, we set off a diffuser, we fragrance ourselves with our favorite perfumes and scents to enhance our mood at the best of times. So scent is very paramount, and obviously scenting is all about the intersensory experience of incorporating scent into different areas of our lives. Obviously my fragrances are song inspired and they are based on songs, and we have a visual element, so we're tapping into auditory, visual senses, olfactory senses, but it's also closely connected to what we feel within our bodies and how the sensory experience pans out for us all differently. So with spring upon us, I feel like just kind of talking about some scent combinations, some layering combinations, which I think are beautiful for the spring and that layer with my new fragrance, Twilight. So I'm gonna jump in without further ado. Just as a reminder, Twilight, I will read out the notes of Twilight just to kind of refresh for those that maybe haven't even heard of this fragrance before, or just to remind you. But Twilight consists of a solar citrus accord in the top, which is actually comprised of bergamot, petitgrain, Brazilian orange. So very much like warm citrus fruits, amberwoods, candied berries and cream. Within the candied berries and cream, we have like a raspberry, a cassis, a blackcurrant, and a creamy vanilla. We have tonka being in the top as well. In the heart of the fragrance, we also have Violet Celestial Twilight, which is like basically like a kind of Parma violet note, a powdery note. We have marshmallow, spiced rum and incense, which gives it that gourmand, edible, spicy, boozy feel. And in the base, we have powdered lavender, cashmeran, amber resin, saffron, sandalwood and patchouli, which is where we kind of get more of the spice and the woodiness, as well as a kind of leathery touch from the cashmeran. It's also creamy. Sandalwood gives a creaminess, a woodiness, and we have that gorgeous saffron spice, which is like an exotic spice. It kind of just brings everything together. So we have a beautiful fragrance that is actually brilliant all year round, wonderful for the autumn and the winter, but also fantastic for the spring and the summer, because it's not an overpowering, cloying fragrance. It's something that blends beautifully with your skin chemistry, and to me it's just the perfect scent all year round. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the first combination is going to be Venus with Twilight. I actually have a pocket size, the Venus Mini today. Venus comes in all sizes. It comes in 10 ml, which is this size, which is the travel handy mini size. It comes in 30 ml, it comes in 50 ml, and we even do 100 ml. If you purchase made to order, we can actually supply 100 ml in Venus. But yeah, we actually have a duo set on the website. The mini duo set of Venus and Twilight, which is both sizes in Venus and Twilight, which is a duo set that comes together because they are the perfect layering companions. They bring out the magic in each other, and I'm going to actually say why. But yeah, the duo set is actually available for sale on the Scentsing website, so go check that out if you're interested. But yes, first fragrance combination, I am going to go on skin. I will do some testing on Essential Bit, but I'm just going to go on skin because, as I always say, there's nothing like testing a fragrance on your skin to know how it blends with your unique skin chemistry. So we're going to do a spritz or two of Twilight, and then I'm going to do a spritz of Venus. Now, oh, how I love this combination. Venus is a kind of powdery, gourmand, vanilla-y, floral fragrance. It's an edgy floral because it's accented with a burst of pink pepper and citrus in the opening and a creamy coconut, so it gives it a slightly exotic feel. But then we have this veil of jasmine, and we have these like a bouquet of sweet floral accord. So we've got flowers such as hyacinth, peony, we have a Turkish rose, all nuanced floral notes, but they actually really come alive in the dry down of the fragrance. And one thing I get immediately when I blend Twilight with Venus is floral. It's giving spring, it's giving like English country garden, but very much like the air smells like an English country garden. But we've also got exotic spices. We have pink pepper, nutmeg, saffron combined across these two fragrances. Warm spice. We also have booze elements. We have the spiced rum from the Twilight, and we have the creme de cacao, which is a nuanced kind of boozy note in Venus. And what I definitely get is like booze, sweetness, creaminess, fruits, floral. It's also got this powdery elegance to it, like a kind of powdery, musky, skin-like, chic vibe. It's just stunning. It's the most beautiful combination. I mean, I absolutely think it's to die for. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This to me is giving very much spring vibes. It's like, it's clean, fresh, sensual, chic. You've got elements of powderiness, sweetness, it's vanillic, it's gourmand, it's got berries, it's got like a fruity kind of creamy undertone. Like a touch lactonic, but not overly, just creamy. And I guess that's coming from the sandalwood, the amber resin, the spices, the floral nuance, like, and then this woodiness. We've got the kind of sandalwood and woody ambers in Venus. We've got amber woods in Twilight. We've got sandalwood. We've got cashmeran. It's just creamy and velvety. It's beautiful. It's so lush. I feel like this is the most amazing spring fragrance. It feels fresh and revitalizing, but it also feels warm and cozy. It's like such an interesting balance. So it's almost like perfect for that transitional period where, you know, we're not quite in summer, we're coming out of the winter, we're still a little bit, you know, needing to still stay a little bit cozy, but the spring weather is like fresh and dewy and the sun is peeking through and we're getting warmer, but you know, we still need to feel comforted. We're not fully like ready for like the full summer. So this fragrance layering combination is the perfect balance of the two. I absolutely love this fragrance combo. So yes, Venus and Twilight is the one, and make sure you go get yourselves the duo set over on Sensing. Next, I'm going to review a fragrance by Lattafa called OUD Mood. I love this fragrance. Yes, OUD Mood, a beautiful Arabian fragrance. To me, it's like an oudy, woody, spicy, sweet gourmand. There are notes of caramel, incense, rose, pimento, saffron. Oh gosh. Agar wood, which is oud, as well as I think we've got some rose in there. Again, it's got a floral veil running through it, but it's got this spicy, warm, woody, oudy amber too. There are amber resins in this. Let's spray with some Twilight. Oh, that's really nice. Yum. Oh, it's delicious. It's giving confectionery. It's sweet. I'm getting the berries come through. Berries, caramel, vanilla, whipped cream. It's also woody and sensual. I think the mix of the sandalwood with the incense, smokiness of the incense with the oud is divine. And then there's a musky powderiness. We're definitely getting amber resins. I can smell labdanum and benzoin seeping through berries. There's a sweet floral veil of rose, jasmine, patchouli. There's an earthiness. We have patchouli in Twilight and we have patchouli in OUD Mood. It's like a stunningly earthy kind of warm, deep floral. Yeah, it's delicious and it's spicy too. I think the saffron and the pimento as well as the nutmeg is giving like a warm spice. I'm getting the rum from Twilight also. Warm spice, rum, vanillic, caramel, woody and powdery vibes as well. Maybe more musky than powdery actually. It's more musky. It's like kind of got a sort of animalic skin-like muskiness to it. I'm getting like the powderiness. It's probably the lavender within Twilight, along with the musk, the powdered lavender from Twilight, along with the musk from OUD Mood. But this combination is stunning. Oh, yeah. This is more of a kind of. This gives me like spring on a colder day. Spring on a day that is kind of a cold spring day, but it gives an earthiness and there's also a spiciness which makes you feel quite cozy and warm, but then it's got like a deep floral because of that patchouli, and then the rose and the violets from Twilight is also giving like a powderiness, and the lavender, like it's kind of like a nice aromatic, spicy, warm, woody, gooey, gourmand feel. Perfect for spring, especially the colder days in spring. So I love that combination. OUD Mood and Twilight. Okay, next combination is going to be My Way by Giorgio Armani. Carlos Bernheim is the nose behind My Way. This is My Way, the intense version. It's a stunning fragrance. And Carlos Bernheim is a wonderful master perfumer. He's responsible for, oh God, so many fragrances. What comes to mind? Givenchy, Very Irresistible. CK Into You by Calvin Klein, the Euphorias. He did some of the Frederic Malle fragrances also. He also did the other My Way flankers within the range. Well, this is actually I think the Intense is a flanker of the original Eau de Parfum. So many fragrances, but he's an amazing perfumer and he's responsible for this fragrance. So I'm gonna go on a scent strip for this one. I already know this is quite a strong fragrance. It's intense, so you know, technically it's a parfum, you know, like a kind of notch up from an EDP, so it's super strong. I already know this is a wonderful fragrance. I love it for the summertime, but for the spring you could always go like 1 spritz of this with a couple of spritzes of Twilight for a really unique combination. Oh yes, immediately I get the tuberose and the citrus accord and a creaminess, a creamy woodiness. So the notes in My Way are, they consist of tuberose, Indian tuberose, orange blossom, bitter orange, sandalwood is definitely a note, and Madagascar vanilla. So again, we have some overlapping notes with what's in Twilight. We have the sandalwood that are in both fragrances. We have that orange, the bitter orange and the orange blossom, accompanied by the citrus accord from Twilight. We get this fresh, invigorating, sun-drenched, kind of thirst-quenching combination. I definitely get this orangey kind of, like, it feels like an orange that's been squeezed, you know, the fruit itself, and these creamy tuberose flowers on a bed of sandalwood, creamy sandalwood. I think the cashmeran from the Twilight is also giving us a bit of a kind of powdery, creamy, woody, slightly musky note. You know, I'm going to try this on skin just because I love to get an idea of, you know, how it sits on skin. So I'm going to do 1 spritz of My Way. And I'm going to go in with 2 spritzes of Twilight just to see how it sits on the skin. It's lush. The immediate thing you're going to get is that hit of tuberose. My Way also has a kind of sweet gourmand feel to it. To me, it's kind of got like a bubblegum note, which I don't believe is even listed in the notes, but I get a kind of bubblegumness to it. And I think it accents with the marshmallow from the Twilight beautifully. Like, we get a kind of, again, like we're in a sweet counter. You know, back in the day at Woolworths, you used to have like the pick and mix. It's giving like pick and mix with like tuberose creamy white flowers with like sun-drenched orange citrus juice with like woody sandalwood creamy vibes. I don't know, it's just gorgeous. This is giving like a kind of sweet on a, you know, it's the spring, it's giving like when the sun's a bit warmer and we want something that's going to hold on our skin, something that's going to stick, that's kind of like, I guess it's a little bit like, it's got like a kind of, in a nice way, like a kind of sweetly cloying feel to it. Not sickly, but sweet. And the combination is just lush. I'm getting spices seeping through, like a kind of chic white flowers, tuberose, but with spices and woods, powderiness and like gourmand elements, with this undeniable citrus, but very orangey citrus, like orangey, limey, lemony citrus feel. It's stunning. It's got like all the elements of a sweet kind of citrusy floral, but it's grounded in like a woody, warm, spicy base, very creamy and very vanillic. Love it. It's a stunning combination, but I would definitely go with just 1 spritz on the My Way and top up with the Twilight, because that intense fragrance is pretty intense and the tuberose note is very strong. So you'd have to be a lover of tuberose to really enjoy this, but I think it definitely gives the feel of spring vibes, that transition of renewal, rebirth, regrowth, new season. The flowers are starting to like bloom. Yeah, this is the vibe. Totally love this combination. My Way and Twilight. Final combo is Yum Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. The nose behind this fragrance is Gabriella Chelarue. She does a lot of the fragrances for Kayali. She's made some beautiful scents for their line and other amazing fragrances. But yes, this fragrance, lovely scent, very gourmand, very sweet. I would describe it as quite musky, powdery. Some of the notes in this fragrance are I think there's musk, ambroxan, strawberry, marshmallow. It has lemon and nectarine, blossom, apple, lemon, freesia. We get like the lemon really comes through in this fragrance. I'm gonna have a little spray. I love this combination for spring because I feel like it just sweetens things up and it kind of gets us into the mood of everything blooming. Oh, it's so nice. Again, it's giving pick a mix, variety of candies and sweets to choose from. Now, a common note between these two fragrances is obviously the marshmallow. Marshmallow is within Twilight. I describe it as more of a gooey kind of sort of roasted marshmallow because of the fact that we've got the incense note, but it's a creamy skin-like pillowy marshmallow. This is giving sugary sweet pink marshmallows. Definitely getting a strawberry note, like a kind of yeah, definitely a strawberry marshmallow. I do get the citrus from the lemon within 𝐓𝐖𝐈𝐋𝐈𝐆𝐇𝐓 combined with the citrus accord from Twilight. We get a nice citrus. Citrusy, musky, sweet, strawberry, berries, cream. There's a floral background that I'm getting. I'm getting a kind of coconut sugariness. Raspberry for sure. So I'm getting berries, raspberries and strawberry are notes within 𝐓𝐼𝐹. Candied berries are notes within Twilight. I know what's in my berry accord and it does consist of raspberry, cassis, blackcurrant. There's a touch of cherry. Yes, so definitely a berry heavy fragrance. It's giving berries, which are very much a nice kind of spring into summer fruits. Cream, vanilla, musk powder, strawberries, lemon and oranges. I feel like there's a slight milkiness or creaminess, probably from the sandalwood as well. And the amber does come through. I'm getting like a benzoin and like a kind of labdanum benzoin amber accord, which is obviously a note within Twilight. Ambroxan is within 𝐓𝐼𝐹, which is also a type of amber. Ambroxan is actually the sperm whale secretions that come from the whale and that are washed up along the seashores, often referred to as sperm whale vomit or poop. But it's a very special raw material. And we now use a synthetic version of Ambroxan, which is also within Twilight. It's not listed on the notes, but Ambroxan is within Twilight. It makes up a lot of the woody musk accord, and it does complement the amber in Twilight. So with the fact that these all come together with the layering of the two different fragrances is quite special and unique, and they very much complement each other. This is getting more and more woody. Yeah, the difference between, I'm just smelling the Venus in Twilight. It's getting more earthy. I'm definitely getting the patchouli and the woods. And this is very sweet, very sweet. I think the strawberry and the raspberry note is quite potent in this combination. So a lush one for the spring. We've got, you know, fresh, gorgeous combination. So we've got like fresh berries and citrus notes and musk with a unique amber and ambroxan combination with the 𝐓𝐼𝐹 and Twilight combination. We've got floral tuberose, candy heaven with subtle spices and woods with the My Way intense and Twilight combination. We've got a gourmand caramel, woodsy, oudi, sort of aromatic spices and Arabian feel with the OUD Mood and Twilight combination. And finally we have the most beautiful, wonderful, perfect partnership of Venus and Twilight, which again is also available as a duo set, giving us creamy coconut, gooey marshmallow, booze, jasmine, rose and delicate bouquet sweet floral flowers, musks, amber, woody elements, powderiness, a slight aromatic touch from the lavender, violet, like just a wonderful combination of gourmand, floral, musk, woods and spice. That is the ultimate transitional fragrance going into spring, because it gives us a little bit of everything. You know, we can wear it on a colder spring day, we can wear it on a warmer spring day, we can wear it to invigorate, to revitalize, to give us that little bit of punch, you know, something that's going to just wear well and keep us cozy, warm, and also invite the new vibes of the fresh spring. Also help us indulge in the new vibes of the spring season. So those are my spring layering combinations with my new fragrance Twilight. If you haven't tried it out yet, go check it out. It's available on my website, www.scentsinbySherif.com. We also have the combos of the duo set, which is Twilight and Venus together, and we obviously still have Venus available. So go try all three out. Let me know what you're wearing this spring, or what kind of vibes you're feeling to gravitate towards as you transition into the spring weather. What kind of notes are you feeling? What kind of notes spring to mind when you think of spring? Do you think of florals? Do you think of musks? Do you think of woods? Do you think of fruits? Do you think of gourmand? Or do you think of all of them? Like, what is your vibe? Do you steer away from deeper, darker scents? Do you like lighter scents? Do you like a bit of everything? I'd love to know. Please drop your opinions in the comments. Let me know what you're wearing. And yeah, I really look forward to seeing you guys on a brand new video next time. I hope you've enjoyed National Fragrance Week. For those of you that have been getting into your scent vibes and really embracing International Fragrance Day also, I hope you had a blast. I hope you got creative and really indulged in your favourite fragrances and fragrancing, whether that's within the home, on yourselves, going out, therapeutically, for relaxation, for partying, for celebrating, for whatever. Happy scenting, guys, and I can't wait to see you in a brand new video really soon.